she's not giving you a message now, she's giving me one, telling me to keep myself calm. You're doing alright. Just look at everyone as think naked to get through it. Very hot. Very, very hot. So I'm going to leave you where I love you. Thank you. Thank you. And just remember what she said. Just because she's in his spirit, yeah. You still tell me wrong. Oh yeah. Definitely. Get my house up there. Right. I know this with you, but there's something significant about the room between you and her. Yes, she's just shown me the broom. But now what she's doing is she's doing a sweep in action. And I want to do that with a healing review. Because while I'm stood here, I'm actually visualising giving you a sweep and then doing some healing. But she'll do that as well. And I'll do it. And I'll get on. Right. Yeah. I'll leave you with that. I need some water. She's giving me a break. Just say Sean, I'm not going to happen.
Right, okay. Right, I need to come straight here. I've got to come here because I've got a lady at the side of you. You walked through the door, you brought her in with you. And I've been sat here, and if you've been sat there, she's been there with you. That is two. I've got two ladies. I know one of these ladies is mum. I know 100% this is mum, what's coming with you there. She's very emotional, so she'd have been an emotional lady when she was here. But she's really emotional at the moment, and what she wants to talk about is the days before she passed. The days before she passed, there was a lot of upset, but I want a lot of anger. Well, a lot of anger and a lot of questions that weren't answered. You've still got them questions now, what you've not been answered. Can you understand that? What she's saying is let it go, it doesn't matter. Let it go, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what happened. You can't change what's happened, it's moving on. What's important now? Yeah, so you'll need to concentrate on you. She's making my breathing very, very laboured, so I know there's been an issue with the breathing. She is showing me a mask. She's showing me a mask on her face there. Now, would this lady have passed during COVID? Because she just mentioned the word COVID. Yeah, because she just mentioned COVID to me there. What she's telling me, she had two people holding her hands when she passed. She wasn't on her own. And this is what you're worried about. She did not pass alone. She'd got two people sat with her. And it was very, very peaceful. It was very, very peaceful. A lady from the spirit world came and collected her. I feel this was her mum. Her mum what come forward as well, that she was very much like her mum. There was a close link, a really closeness between them, a real close bond. I know she's there with her now. She's giving me the month of March as well. I want to bring the month of March in there. Right, okay. She's talking to you at the minute and she wants you to sort yourself out because you've not been in a very good place lately and you're not taking care of yourself. So what she's saying to you is get yourself sorted out. She's always there, always around you. Right, you've got an issue with either, I don't know if it's a computer or a radio. It's just, there's communication coming through. Can you understand where it's sort of buffering or going off, or there's signs coming through? And this is her what's doing that. Yeah, so she's trying to communicate through objects, through televisions or it's not that I'm getting. I don't know if it's a PC or it's some form of radio. What she's communicating through. I need to bring the name Gladys forward as well. I've got the name Gladys. Can you understand that, please? Yeah. Because I'm just hearing that very, very clear at the minute. Right. Okay. Can you understand where you've been suffering with your chest as well? Because they're wanting to. Your mum's wanting to rub boost grease on your chest. That's going really back. That's taking it way, way, way back. She's wanting to rub your chest with this boost grease. Okay. Right, there's an issue with your bed as well. She's talking about your bed at the minute and saying you need to get that sorted out. She's also drawing me to your back area and she's wanting to give you healing down your back because I can feel that healing coming in as I'm talking to you there as well. I've got the name Mary as well, what's coming forward. Mary is a very old link. I've got a really, really old lady and I want to give you. She feels very much like an anti-vibration, is what I'm fetching forward with you there. Okay. Right. The other lady I've got coming forward with you there, what's being stood as well. I've got a real close bond with this lady and she feels like a partner. Can you understand a partner in the spirit world yet? So this is who this lady is then, because she's coming in with a lot of love there. A lot of love. Right, now she's drawing me to her hair, and she's drawing me to somebody brushing her hair and sorting and washing her and brushing her hair. So I'm presuming this is you what cared for her. Thank you, because she's just saying thank you. Thank you for that. And she's giving me the name Stephen. Can you understand where Stephen connects, please? Because she's just giving me that name there. Right, okay. There's issues at the moment as well. There's issues. Can you understand where there's issues around a younger male? What's connected to yourself?
Yeah.
I want to be along the lines where mental health's concerned, because this is what she's bringing in.
Yeah.
What she's saying there, it needs outside help. It needs outside help, but you've got to be ready to accept that help. And at this moment in time, I don't think they are. I don't think they're ready for that yet. So it's just going to be a case of perseverance. It's going to be a case of perseverance and, you know, try and get them, coach them to see somebody. Because I am feeling very much that it is needed, that. They will be okay though. They are drawing me to the month of September, where there is changes. There is changes. Something's moving as well around you. Yeah, because I'm just bringing that in there. I can see boxes being packed. I am getting thumbs up here. I am getting thumbs up. And what I'm also getting is, do not be concerned that wherever you move, they will come with you. Yeah? So when they can watch, they see, they'll come with you. So don't worry about leaving anybody behind. You know, they'll find you. Okay. But I am getting thumbs up with the new property there, and it will be a lot better for you. Have you got stairs at the minute? Because it's showing me stairs, yeah. Right, okay. So, all round you'll be a lot better off. Yeah. Right, I've got a gentleman now what's coming forward and he's bringing pigeons. So this gentleman would have either been a pigeon man or he kept pigeons because, excuse me, they're flapping and I can't stand it when birds flap round me. It frightens me to death, so I'm ducking it down. So I've asked him to keep them well away. I don't like them. But this gentleman's a very strong character. He would have been a very strong gentleman. Now, he's giving me lung area and I'm feeling pneumonia with him. I feel very deep pneumonia with this gentleman. There's been an army connection as well, because I'm getting an army connection coming in. The name Peter as well. I know you're Peter, but I've got another Peter. What's shouting in the spirit world. And I've also got a Mavis as well. Mavis.
Yeah.
Right, can you understand a gentleman that went to the spirit world with a leg missing?
Yeah.
An amputation?
Yeah.
Right, okay. This was through a diabetes.
Yeah.
Because of bringing that in there, bringing diabetes forward. Can you understand here where there's been a concern around diabetes as well? Is this you? you need to get that checked. You need to get it checked out because I'm seeing a change. Excuse me. I'm seeing a change in medication. So just watch around changes for that. I'm also seeing blood tests done. Now this is not related to diabetes, this is something else. So there is another concern there as well, but I don't feel serious with it whatsoever. So don't panic, you know, it will be okay. Your vitamin levels are low as well. Vitamin levels. So they're wanting to give you vitamins. Right, okay. I've got a connection to oranges here. And I've got somebody who grew them, who actually grew oranges. And you understand where I am with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was just a symbolic thing, to, you know, for like vitamin C and things like that, but I'm actually feeling this person actually grew them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just wanted to come in and be remembered. Can you understand where there'd be a staffy in the spirit world as well, a dog? A staffy, yeah, because it's coming in with you at the minute, it's very boundy running around you, jumping. You okay?
Yeah, it's just that my
Yeah, you're alright.
diabetes
Yeah, it's fine.
thing.
Right, okay. You've got a picture at home and you pick this picture up and you kiss it. You'll kiss a picture. You say good morning and you say good night.
Yeah.
I can feel emotion again as I'm talking about that. I feel a lot of emotion coming in there. I've also got a boy in this what was lost, but this boy was lost from the womb. I feel early pregnancy. I would say he'd be around 30s now, in age. But I know he's a son because he's saying dad.
Yeah.
So I know he connects very much so there. But your partner is with this boy. They're both together there. And mum as well.
Yeah.
Mum's there as well. I've got a gentleman as well that's wanting to come in, what would have been a coal miner.
Yeah.
Can you understand a coal miner yet? Because it's covered from head to foot in soot, in muck, dust. Right, okay. Oh, alright, okay. I've got a chimney sweep as well. Because as I said, up there, he's just stepped forward, so I've got two. I've got a coal miner and I've got somebody what would have swept chimneys, going way back. I've got the name Albert, I've got the name David, and I've got the name Ronald. Can you understand those, please? And I feel they're all connected, and a family link. Okay. Right, I've got a connection now to... I've got a lady now, I've got another lady what's stepping forward with you now. She's only tiny, this lady's smaller than me and I'm only 5'1" at a push. But she's a bit smaller than I am, so she'd have been a really tiny lady. Only a tiny frame as well. Very, very frail. But she's showing me pies. This lady used to make pies. Beautiful pies, I can smell them, it's making me hungry. Steak and kidney pies. Oh, and don't forget rabbit. So somebody must have gone out and got a rabbit because she's talking about rabbit pie as well. She's wanting to come in and be remembered there as well. Okay. Right, I know you have a problem with your hearing. Spirit are making me aware that they are trying to work with you through your hearing. Because this is why they're coming through devices at the minute. Because they can't get through your hearing. Are you getting buzzing?
Indeed, through my hearing aid.
Because this is what they're wanting. Your next stage is going to be hearing. Yeah, so when you relax and you chill, ask them to fine tune your ears. Yeah, and they'll fine tune it that little bit and you will tune in. Yeah, you'll tune in with them. I've got Michael as well, I've got to bring Michael forward. I've got gladioli as well, flowers. Gladioli is a big link to gladioli, and I've got a big, big link there to your mum.
Yeah.
Because she wanted me to give them, yeah? Purple in colour. The actual love I've got from everybody what is here is unbelievable. The emotion and the love what's coming in with them is amazing. and they want to leave you with all that love and just let you know that things will be okay, so stop worrying. You know, don't worry about things and just let things happen naturally. Alright, so I'm going to leave that love with you and thank you.
And
There you go.
You're looking at me very weirdly. I got the feelings when I was sat there, because I told them to behave, of my ears getting pulled, my hair getting pulled, and prodding. And I want to link this in. I want to link this in with childhood memories, where we just pod you like that for no reason, because we were doing that to me sat there. I did tell him to quit it, and told him to, you know what. He says, you better go to it because she'll spit a dummy out and have a tantrum. Apparently that's what you were like as a kid. You would tantrum. But it wasn't that you were just a tantrum for nothing, it's because of him. You're saying he was a golden child. I don't believe it. Okay. But for some reason, normally I'll start a link with them as they are now, but it's taking me to childhood. And I feel like probably it's taking me to that childhood because they were the proper better days of his life. Because once he linked into high school, everything just went down from there. So I think he wants me to come in on a joyous link first, and then probably hit it a little bit, and then end it. I get with him that he was quite an iPod child as well. This when he was a young boy, he could never sit still. He never slept. But he used to get up to mischief when he was young anyway, definitely. It's showing me that there was a male that was around him that used to smoke, and he would try and light up the ends of the fag. And yeah. He says I would do him direct from being young, really, when I'm like, I can't say that. But this, I want to bring his character through properly, because I said that I would do that. Now it's kind of like jumping into his adult self now, and it was kind of like literally jumping in kind of thing. Do you get a feeling like something's whooshed past you? Yeah, this is his energy jumping in. It's not very like tactful as in just step in, but this is his energy, and this is how he was. Okay, I've got to mention the pranks he used to do on 1st of April, but not just 1st of April. He played pranks most of the day. I don't know if you'd be able to remember this or if you could ask somebody, but he did something to a teacher with a desk and a chair. So you might have to ask, but there was something significant that he thought was hilarious, but he got in serious trouble for it. Yeah. He didn't like school very well, is what he's telling me. He was one of these kids that wanted to get up to mischief. He was very easily distracted. Although, does that remind you of? Can you understand it, as he would get in probably around from 10 onwards, if he wasn't allowed out, he would actually climb out the window to get out. Yeah. And he started smoking and drinking quite young as well. Now he's going to bring me to the passing area now. Sometimes they don't do it, sometimes they do. I don't feel there was an illness connected with him. I feel more it was a lifestyle choice, if that understands that. But it's making me feel that it wasn't all just him. Yeah. There was like help towards that in a way. It put his trust in too many people, and I kind of like want to say this is probably something not edible, but yeah, you won't go to a shop and buy it, and this led to his passing. feeling of love that he's got for you. Really, really strong. But he wasn't the type to say love you in a way. Okay, no, he's correcting me. He actually did use to say it. But he'd follow it up with taking the you know what out of you. Or he'd do something to you. It's saying to mention about cutting your hair. I don't know if he's going back younger or not. He cut somebody's hair for just pure laugh of it. Yeah. I don't know why I'm doing this, because when I link with spirit, I look upwards, I look into my mind's eye, into the spirit world, but for some reason I'm looking downwards. And to me, looking downwards is somebody who's got the weight of the world on the shoulders, because this is how it's making me feel. I feel like there was a lot of time where he was totally down in the dumps, and he tried his hard to pick himself up. It wasn't understood very well by a lot of people, but he's mentioning that he's had his fun with those after his passing that didn't say nice things about him. He's aware of that. The benefits of being up there is because you get to see and know what everybody does. And he's had some fun first. One of these gents that he's referring to, can you understand a police link? Police. And a court appearance as well. He got his karma in the end. Yes. But it was a touch and go whether it happened or not. He made it happen. But also he got a little bit of fright from him as well. He's not showing me what he's doing. I want to say there was something revolving around the door, but you won't be able to obviously confirm that. Now this is either with him or going to friends of his or non-friends of his, or somebody had a car accident as well, linked around this part of his passing. Yeah. He's not on his own in the spirit world. There's an older gent with him as well. I'm asking this older gent to come forward and I'm getting the short woman. So this gent wants to be somebody who will let women tell him what to do. Yeah. So while I'm trying to see if he'll come in a little bit closer, it's showing me memories now, and I don't want to go too far back, probably a few years before he was passing, and I want to bring in this big dog. But I'm seeing children actually sat on this big dog as if they're having some kind of a pony ride. Yeah. He'd have got on, in fact he did get on. Yeah. He didn't rest all his weight on the dog, but he did get on. Yeah. And this dog's in spirit as well. Yeah. When you've been going to sleep at night, you've been smelling cigarettes that you wouldn't buy from a shop. Yeah. You get a waft of, a weed, a nettle or something, yeah? Okay. That's when he's around, when you get that waft. Yeah. But what is bringing that in with as well, is not only is that letting you know it's around, but it's trying to give you some calmness. Yeah. Because you've got a lot going up in your mind as well. And he's mentioning about past relationships with you that wasn't pleasant. I'm not going to broadcast it in here, but you know he knows, okay. I'm seeing spots of white flecks in like an angle on this. So this is something you see as well. Old man's being a stubborn bleep, by the way, is what he's just said. He's finishing his pint. There's a baby boy that didn't grow here on earth, that was lost in the room that this gent's with. And I want to say it's connected to you because I'm hearing Unc. He's doing his uncle duties, but he did his uncle duties down here as well with your kids. Because he was a big kid at heart as well. He really was. It was a good excuse for him to have that joyous moment, but he loved your kids like they were his own. He really did. He's mentioning a male that's obviously got older now because his fears were he didn't want the lads to go down the road he went down. So he's giving him a slap if they do. But he's saying how proud he is, and I want to be around an elder young male that remembers him, that had a very strong bond with him. It weren't just an uncle. I want to bring in a father figure to this young lad, but I also want to bring a best friend to this lad as well. He used to go against what you used to say to your kids, by the way, and let them do whatever they want to. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how I can do this next bit in. He had a couple of holidays, but not at a beach.
Yeah.
Right? And they said, can I say this? Marjorie, shut your ears. Right? There certainly weren't no topless babes on that, were there? No. It was far from this particular holidays, and there was more than one holiday. One was quite a longish holiday, let's put it that way. It wasn't just a little weekend stay. But there's some significance. I don't know whether it was an age he was turning when he was on his little holiday. And you understand there was something, very significant in this. I know I'm not in the church, but I can't say the language that he's come out with. He didn't like clothes very much, did he? There was some hospital trips with him as well, and I want to say this is due to violence at him. Yeah. Later class, knife, kind of feeling is what I'm getting to. Yeah. It says he knows now that it was a hot-headedness retaliator. Yeah. But even if he come back down, he'd still be the same because that's him. So he's not changing when he's in the spirit. Right, look who the cat's dragged in. So I think the older gent's ready now. He's sucked his beer, but yeah, he's really stubborn, this older gent. Very stubborn. It probably would have been suited more of Victorian age, you know, the little woman stays at home in the kitchen, the man just what he wants. Yeah. But that did cause a breakup in parents. I'm getting that this gent was actually not with anybody as when he passed, so there was a separation. Quite a long time ago, actually, a separation, yeah. Have you got step-siblings? Because I got this sense, I don't know which way round I am, but I get the sense that one of the parents then remarried and had children. He's winking at me. He was a ladies' man, this gent, definitely. Yeah. It was one of these that if he's outside and a nice woman walked past, he would be the one whistling or referencing his own way. Yeah. Well, that was him. That was his character. He's showing me him dressed in like a high-vis clothes, the old gent. And he's also saying security as well. So that were, you know, he had quite a few jobs along the years because of his stubbornness. But he was like somebody that didn't like to feel rooted in one place.
Yeah.
It made him feel claustrophobic. And he didn't like small spaces neither, actually. He's just telling me he actually was claustrophobic. I'm getting the month of December, it's significant with either one of them, and the month of January. Day I was born in my birthday suit, I went to it back in the birthday suit. Does that make sense why you're saying that? Right, okay. I know I'm walking, but I just nearly had a little fall then, so this gent would have had a fall as well, and I feel like, I'm not going to say there were major issues with his legs, but I felt like his legs used to give way. Yeah. Can you understand why he's saying to me angina and breathing difficulties around his heart?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. And his blood pressure. He used to have blackouts as well. Just before I had that little trip, he put a blurriness on my vision, which made me space out a bit to then the early trip. So he suffered with his eyes, but it may not be like it was his physical eyes, but it was all what was going off with the blood pressure, with his mind, and the film of cloudiness over. And he also suffered with acid reflux as well this day. Yeah, thanks, don't put that on. Don't put all this on. I don't know whether the reference in the Waltons, you know, the programme that used to be on. That's exactly what I've just heard. Don't feed me. To feed you, mate, tell him what. I've just heard it. Night John Boy. So the name John and Boy must connect, and this must be something you say as well. And they hear you because you say it every night, right? They are thinking of tonight. But the older Jen feels like he's been in spirit less time than the younger Jen. Does that make sense? Okay. He was heartbroken. Because even though, right, is this a dad and son? Right, because even though it's his dad, they were like best friends as well. Your dad was a bad influence on you as well. Okay. I've got this right. Did he introduce your dad to a bit of the wacky backy?
I'm not sure.
Right. Is that a I'm not sure, but I'm not going to admit it, or I'm not sure, shut up? Are we first or second? Second. Yeah. Okay. The older Jen is becoming a little bit more visual, but do you know what? To look at him, I think he'd belong in Texas, America or somewhere. He's got like the goatee American Texas look going on. Yeah. Right.